Okay, so we're going to be looking at now finding solutions from our canonical coordinates. So if you remember, in the first video we found all the symmetries, and in the second video we found canonical coordinates for some of the symmetries, and now we're just going to again focus on x sub 1, and those coordinates were r equals y over x, s equals negative 1 over y. Now what we're going to use to find solutions is the definition of, we're going to look at ds over dr. Okay, and here again, remember s sub x means the derivative of s with respect to x. And so what I've done here on the side is I have put in or worked out separately just all of those derivatives. Okay, so s sub x, s sub y, r sub x, and r sub y. So when we substitute them in and we simplify, it kind of looks really messy down here. This part's just looking a bit haggard and very messy. But if we go back up and we look again now at our definitions of s and y, we can term by term rewrite things because we'd like everything to have s's and r's in it, seeing as this is ds over dr. So we have 1 over y squared is actually s squared. Negative y over x squared is actually r squared times s. And then 1 over x is actually negative r times s. So when we do that whole substitution, we now will have so we can simplify. So here we have now a separable equation, which we can then go on to solve. So the left-hand side is pretty simple to take to integrate. I'm going to focus on the right-hand side for now. So I'm putting this as an aside, or I'm just going to separate it. So when we integrate, I'll just write when we integrate we get that. Okay, then we're going to do the other side. So clearly by looking at it, you can tell right away this is going to be slightly more involved. So we can look at this and we can say, yes, this is going to take a little more effort. So what I'm going to do first and now we are again going to dig into our high school and first year calculus integration techniques. I'm going to use substitution. I'm going to let u equal 1 minus y prime over r. So when we make that substitution, we will get that. And then we resubstitute back in. So what we end up having then and so from here we can see our 1 over y primes are just going to divide out. So here, what we're going to have, now we want to rewrite it so it's going to say y prime equals. So we're just going to rearrange everything. And we're going to now resub our definitions for these canonical coordinates. So r was y over x. And SR will actually become negative 1 over x, so this will become plus 1 over x. Okay, so we can rewrite this, so it now will just say dy over dx, which means the same thing. But we're going to write it in that format so that we can see now we have another separable equation that we are going to then solve. And I'm going to use just C sub 1 as my constant. So there is our first solution. Okay, and then you're just going to repeat the process for all your other symmetries and all your other canonical coordinates.